Hello, my friends. My name is Caitlin. My name on here is kaitlinjolenesim, and today I wanted to do something a little different. I want to do the James Turner build challenge. This is the jamesturner.yt website. James Turner is a Sims content creator over here on YouTube, and I guarantee you know him if you follow Sims. But if you go under tools, he has a random build challenge generator. Now, what you are going to do is it's going to give you a random challenge, right? And then it also will give you like a pop-out list, as well as this version of a pop-out list. You can copy and put as a browser source onto your OBS. We will be doing that, but first, let's see what we're gonna get, okay? So let's do this again. I just did this. I hit it 3 times. I had a really fun idea. I was excited. I accidentally closed out of the window because I was looking something up on the side, and when I closed out of it, I lost it, and I had no idea what the requirements were. It seemed fun though, and I was really excited, so we have to do it again. Ready? 1, 2, 3. We're building a duplex house. Oh, this could be really good. You're building a duplex house with 3 floors, and it is on a 50 by 40 lot. The owners are a family with an adult, 2 young adults, a teen, 3 children, and an infant. They are really into barbecuing and holidays and really afraid of stairs and fires. They cannot live without their 13 future cubes. You have 89,000 to build with. For an additional challenge, try adding it in. Lucky for them. Indoor pools require stairs. I mean, might as well build in Del Sol Valley then, right? Have this giant lot, might as well use it. All right, if I set money to 89,834, that's what we have. Great. Let's get to building. So I am going to automatically look up the future cube. And I'm going to place 13 of them. Okay, don't let me forget they're over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, there's our 13 future cubes. So that's accounted for in our budget. Thank goodness. So on this lot, it almost has like 3 driveways. What I think I'm going to do, okay, because it's a duplex, my plan in my brain is to do 2 sides with like an indoor pool in between, like connecting the homes. Maybe like in the back with like a little walkway, hallway situation in the front. That way they're somewhat separated, but there's still a duplex and there's still an indoor pool. You know what I mean? Let me real quick just look up an inspiration image. Interesting. So this is actually a home in California, and it's by an architect. And this is his mid-century modern duplex. Now this is kind of what I was thinking, where the indoor pool would be in the center here. And then it could really be like garage facing. I know garages are fake, it's fine. And then add a couple floors above with like these different angled roofs, which could be interesting. Very mid-century in here for sure. Okay, that's an idea. And then the pool could be back there. We'll combine this. We'll combine this image here and this idea, okay? So let's start. There's a lot of people that live in this house. I think that's doable. Okay. And then we will put our garage. Let's do one here, right? Garage door. Oh, plenty big. Okay, I can even make it like way smaller. Right? Okay. Let me put my photos up on this other screen. It's very hard to build without being able to see. All right. Then in this little section, like recessed back, we'll have a little hallway vibe. And then maybe that's kind of where our pool goes, right? Have a little wall kind of dividing them. So actually, well, I can do that. I might use the eco lifestyle things to actually break it up though. And now, since we have the front, we do want to get this idea. So we're going to recess it slightly. Put it, have a little entrance about that large. Recess it slightly again. And then have another little section. Yikes. This place is giant. It's a lot, right? Like this is chaotic. What I'm thinking now that we have this is I'm going to put like a front door vibe kind of in here. Maybe like the sliding doors from Eco Lifestyle. It's kind of what I'm thinking. It works, has the white trim, which is similar to that. Okay. Should I then go for the growing together windows? Let's take a look at what they look like. I do have to get like this whole outside done. We're just kind of working through this together. I debated making this section of the roof tall enough to add this piece. The problem is that the roof is super wide, so I don't think that would be a reasonable thing to do. But we could try to use these windows as like our main focus in these spaces, right? And then maybe a couple more of them. Like, I mean, this big white one could go somewhere, I guess. Just something. Just trying to keep it interesting with some larger windows, some smaller windows. I'll just keep going. I'll let you know once I have the facade kind of up and ready. And then back here is going to be, which speaking of, I need to pull all the trim in because this is going to be our glass roof from the new kit. We'll do it in the white, I suppose, since that's kind of what we're going for here. So we'll do that, and then we will add all of those greenhouse windows, the ones with the screens. There's the start of our indoor pool back there. I think that's plenty of room for an indoor pool. We'll pretend that top is screens too. Okay. Wonder is it crazy if we do it like this, right? Like, is this insane? So that when you're outside, you can literally look in all the way to the pool. I think that's kind of cool. Anyways, I got distracted. Let me go through, add some more windows, the paint for the outside. I'll probably come back with a floor plan, and then we can talk about what we're going to do with each side. This is a lot. Okay. I haven't done any landscaping, but I think this is where I've ended. It's a much more modern, like it gives me eco lifestyle vibes rather than Del Sol Valley vibes, but like it's fine. And it's honestly a chaotic mess, but I love it. You know what I mean? So we've got our front door areas on both sides. We still have 54,000. That's not that much for 8 Sims. We're gonna have to be budget conscious inside, but the outside, super fun. I do have to add the pool, but you can see, as I was mentioning, I wanted to add those eco lifestyle slats, so I used them in between here as well. I added some columns from Snowy Escape. I did use the Growing Together siding as well as the new Book Nook kit siding on here. The white of the Book Nook kit kind of matched the platform color a little bit better than this Growing Together one. Normally, when I do platforms like this, I add a really tiny half wall. And what I would do is I would get a half wall that's about the same size. See how that one's a little too tall, but I would get a half wall that's the same size as the platform and then paint that the same wall color. But I don't have money for that in this because I want to be budget conscious. So I use the actual platform finishes, and then I added my little white wallpaper. So it's not ideal, but it works. So in here, we're gonna have our little pool. It's not gonna be a huge pool, but it's gonna be a pool, an indoor pool, nevertheless. Let's do, wow, 3,000 for that. Yikes. It's like a lap pool. They're like, it's not much of a swimming pool. You're not wrong. Okay. That could be the indoor pool, right? So you can come in, maybe I'll have like a couple loungers over here or something. And then these doors go out to the backyard, and then our pool is kind of just like pushing up against the wall. I think that's the best we're gonna get. It's a smaller space, but it's fine. So these are the garages. This is the first floor, and then we have the second floor, and then the third floor. And we're too afraid of stairs, so we must only use ladders, which can be great because that means your infant is gonna get locked on a floor and you're not gonna be able to move it because infants can't be carried down a ladder. So that's fine. Okay, so I have floor plans figured out. I talked through them, but I decided in order to save some time on this, I should probably cut that part out. So this is our little middle part where they're gonna be walking through to go to either side, whether that's to the pool or to each other's homes. So then there will be doors here. I just haven't added them yet. So the main entrance is right here. You walk into this space, which will be a sunken living room, mid-century modern vibes, you know, like having different levels. And then don't worry, it's only one step, no stairs. Dining can go right here. A little kitchen can go in here, and then a bathroom for the first floor. And then the floor plan is mirrored on both sides. Upstairs, we have a little landing area. No idea what's going to go in here. And it's quite large, but that's okay. And then we have 3 bedrooms. Oh, and this is the main bedroom. That way also the infant has a place to go that's downstairs since the infant can't go up and down. So that's the main bedroom. And then up here we will have 3 more bedrooms, another bathroom, and then the top floor is just kind of open right now. But I'm debating doing like, you know, like the older kid hangout, a playroom, something up here, and then maybe the rest being just like attic vibes. But that's what we've got so far. I'm going to hop off camera. I'm going to add flooring. I'm going to probably start doing some of the furnishing. Maybe we can do like the main living spaces together, and then I can kind of walk through the rest of it after I'm finished. So yeah, I'm going to go do that super fast, and I decided to go all out with my like 70s mid-century kind of vibe. So we've got the same wallpaper from the Book Nook kit, but in a different color. Unfortunately, because this is a platform and the color here is not great, I could try to get a different platform material that's like more of the deeper brown. Does that look better? Probably. Yeah, let's do that. I'll do it over here as well. And then the eco lifestyle wood I thought was nice. Kind of gives that like, because it's so thin. One thing I found as a designer is that you can tell the like 70s, 80s kind of wood flooring when the house was built based off of how thin your hardwood was, like the 1 inch to 2 inch thick kind of hardwood planks versus like the extra wide, which are like 4 or 6. That's why I took that. And then this green is actually a base game. It's in the tile, it's patterned plaster, but if you look up in the tile section, it's down here. I thought that would be kind of fun to go with our like green door and some of our green outside. We have the Parenthood tiles in here, which I thought was great because then we can do, I should probably wrap it. Then we can do the Parenthood like wallpaper to kind of have it continue. Like I actually like, I think this one more. Then it doesn't, this top color is different, which is bizarre because they're supposed to match. I guess I could add like a column. So it looks like I did all this and then I changed it. Bathrooms have base game tile. This is actually Jungle Adventure, but I could change out for the base game one, which might make more sense. And then in the hallway leading into the pool and the pool itself, it is actually the Desert Luxe Kit tiles, mainly because they kind of fit perfectly in here. And then if you rotated them, they also aligned perfectly with the pool. So I just thought that was really satisfying. In the bedrooms, I've put a bunch of carpet. And then in the actual bathrooms, it's 2 random colors. There's blue on this side, pink on this side. Let's think about what we want to do for kitchen stuff. Parenthood ones aren't too bad. We are kind of on a budget and I have to do 2 kitchens. So I also wouldn't hate to use like the base game ones. I don't know if it's like too picky, you know? Like, is it too much? I also just realized that I think I want to do that. The pool kitchen sink might have a better like beigey. Yeah, see, that's perfect. So that's a good kitchen. I guess that means that our door into the pool will go here because I kind of covered this whole wall. And then we'll do a dining table here. Maybe we can get like a window into the pool. Is that crazy? It probably is crazy. But it is nice to have windows above the sink. And I feel like it'd be kind of funny to give them a window, but have it literally be to the pool in their own home. Yeah, I guess that makes more sense. I kind of liked that it was like randomly placed, the window into the pool, but whatever, we'll be fine. Really want to do, and I hope I have the money for this. I can delete these if I don't later on, but this would be so funny in here to me to have like this old school like wood stove kind of vibe. And then I'm thinking like the sofa goes in this little nook, right? So if we try to find like a 70s like this is like my dreams. Okay, let's do a little console. This one isn't bad. It's also only $55, which is really good. You can like kind of angle it in the corner here. That means I should probably put chairs on this side. Maybe like a love seat. I want to do something mismatch. $225. This one's $5. Oh, price wise, this one makes the most sense. Like, this house is nice. What am I doing? I'm really like going for the 70s vibes. like maybe it was a bit, I don't know, it's so modern outside that if you go in and it's like super ugly, I feel like that's gonna be weird. But I love the vibes in here, like the warmth. So I think I'm gonna keep that, but I'm just gonna make it less like ugly. I'm like going hard on the old ugly kind of feel. Let's see what we can do instead. Ooh, we could do the new sofa. Right? Like that could work in here with the new chairs just for fun. Why not? Or wingback chairs. This is accidentally becoming a Book Nook kit build, which is fine because it's a lot of stuff that I haven't really gotten to use yet. So for me, it feels fresh and new. You guys might not be as fun. That's okay. This is about me. What about a coffee table? Because they don't need a rug, which sometimes people will put area rugs on top of carpet so that they can still like delineate the space, but I don't know if I necessarily want to do that in here. I'm kind of thinking a circular table. I may not have a good one though. It's hard to come up with some good circular tables, but what could work, if you take that base game table, this one right here that came with the base game update when the infants came out, you combine it with the tiny living table that looks like this, you get a really nice nesting table vibe. They're still kind of small in this circumstance because this is such a big area, but that is always an option. I could also try come up with something else that goes with it, to make like a trio, if you will. The only issue, well, I do kind of like that. Maybe if I switch these ones so it's more like an ottoman for the couch, Okay, I'm happy with that for now. Does it need accessories? Of course. Will I have money? I don't know. Oh, and doors. I need to focus on the doors. Me just going along building with absolutely 0 doors in my entire space. We want to seat at least 6. I don't think any of these spaces will have enough room to seat 8, but I think 6 is like a reasonable amount. Let me try to grab a cheaper table. Cheap, you said? Here is a $200 table. What about this one? I feel like this eco lifestyle style is better for them. At least based on kind of what I'm doing. And I'm going to try to get rid of this light and do a more decorative one. I actually use this rope light from Eco Lifestyle. I don't think I've ever used this, but I think this might be kind of perfect for what we've got going on. And then I wonder if we try to pull in the green, because this green is pretty strong and it's also in that tile. So I wonder if we try to pull that into the chairs for the dining table so that it kind of feels a little bit more cohesive. We could also pull in this like blue tone from Cottage Living with these chairs, but the wood tone's kind of off, so I'm not going to go for that. Okay, so I couldn't really find green chairs like I wanted, so I went with the Growing Together chairs, and this Growing Together rug, I realized, has a lot of really nice colors because it pulls in the red from the wood stove, it pulls in this green from the wall, and then it also just like the red tones from this brick and the countertop. So I do think that that could be a really good option for us here. And I think I'm going to stick with that for now. I need to do something in this entryway. I'm thinking maybe just like some bookcases along the wall, maybe something to hang up right there, like a little mirror and like the coat rack. Maybe I'll do that super fast. The mirror from Eco Lifestyle's $40, super inexpensive, kind of perfect for this. Gonna center it a little bit better and then add a coat rack. So that's our first floor. Maybe we can do like more of the matching to the outside and this side, like maybe this light green, light brown kind of style can go on to the other side of the duplex, and then this side is a little bit older. Yeah, so far we have 3 floors. We're building a duplex. We're on a 50 by 40. We're accounting for all of our people. We have our future cubes at least accounted for in the budget so far. They love barbecuing and holidays, so we do need to add a lot of that. Maybe they can have like a whole thing up here of just like all their holiday decor, because it's like an attic. Maybe that could be what we use the attic for. We did add the indoor pool, which was optional. They are afraid of stairs and fires. We'll add like some fire alarms. Actually, let's do that super fast. We'll add some fire alarms. We'll add a sprinkler system even. And yeah, and then we still have 33,000 for for the rest of the house. So we're gonna have to start getting a little stingy on the budget. I might have to tone this down to just 1 table instead of 3. I'll come back tomorrow, a different day. No, tomorrow I'm streaming, so I'll come back for Tuesday night and we'll finish this build. It'll be a couple days from now, so I'll look totally different. So hello, I'm back. Let me show you what I've done since we last chatted. Also, full transparency, I had the intention of looking nicer today. Then my child wanted to go to the pool, so picked the pool over looking good. You know, sunscreen and all that jazz. But you obviously saw this area last time, but I did go through and try and do some stuff in the bedrooms. I'm not in love with them. They're also not very well decorated. It's just like, okay, here's some stuff, you know? Try to use a cheaper bed. So this is the base game bed. We got some eco lifestyle stuff, some dream home decorator stuff. Then in this area, we will start working on this. I have the exact same kitchen, so it's identical. But then trying to make this side look like the outside of the house, like this maybe is the person that owns the home, you know? So this is all starting to look a little bit newer, nicer like the outside. We go up to the next floor. So in this one, we have an adult, a teen, and 2 children. So we have 4 people living on this side, and then we'll have 4 people living on the other side as well. So this will be the teens room, and then the 2 children. There's a little bathroom here, and still nothing up here. Over here, I kind of forgot that I only needed 3 children and not 4, because I have a bed in here, and then this kid's bed, and then this is the room for the infant. But the infant has a little space down here, because, you know, they're afraid of stairs, so they can't go upstairs, which is fine. I did have like a little fun idea for up in this space, maybe on this side since there's 2 kids in this space. So in little campers, right? They had this little thing. I thought it would be fun to kind of include this like up in this attic space almost. Like this is where they have like cute little sleepovers, and like this is just their kid hangout space, you know? Like over here could just be storage, but over here is like a sleepover zone, you know? So I was debating adding a couple of the cots maybe so they can just kind of hang out in there, and just kind of creating this fun little, almost like oasis away from everybody that the kids can enjoy. And then other than that, having it be like storage, almost like a cute little like fort where they go up into the attic and they play together. So that is something I want to do over there. On this side, we'll see. I'm not entirely sure yet, especially since I already have an unused room here. But let's focus down here and really do like the living room, dining area, and then see what money we have left over and then work from there. Because we only have 15,000 left and we have to do all this, and then the rest of this lot is kind of empty. So adding like a swing set or something wouldn't be the worst. But let's see what we can do. So we need to make this side a little bit more just the vibes of the outside. I don't know a better way to describe that other than just like it needs to have that like nice light green, some of the wood tones, the more like eco lifestyle feel, I guess, you know, contemporary. What I'm thinking is we can do a fun little sectional sofa here. And if we do this little section and then an arm, oops, that's an outside corner, and then an arm. This could be our fun little sectional. Oops, we do need to shift it just a hair. So that way we have a nice little sectional space. We can also do just like on the other one where we have a little console down here. Furniture. I kind of want to put bookshelves on either side of this and then maybe have little chairs. Maybe we don't put the baby near the fire. Maybe that isn't my best idea in the world, you know? Let's do this eco lifestyle chair is actually so cute. I'm wondering if there's one with a green, a more green stripe. No, seems like it's all kind of bluey, but that's okay. We'll stick it over here. So that's our little reading nook over there. Realistically, we could also make it look like they moved the other chair over here as well, you know? Kind of like how the other one has 2 chairs, like right next to each other by the fireplace. Original, Caitlin. Original ideas. We can call that for that little living space. Let's focus on getting a nice cutie pie little rug. Okay, and then chairs. So I could obviously do the dream home decorator ones, get like the perfect green. I just don't know if I want that. I just don't know if I want that because there is a slight blue hint right here. And so I wouldn't mind bringing that into this area. There's obviously this blue, but I don't necessarily think that goes very well either. You also have these chairs, which really match the sofa. I do like these. Maybe we'll do these. They're not perfect, but they're fine. But we do have these that could work to incorporate the green again. You know, that could help. This is also very green. I wonder if we take this plaster and we like, quote unquote, paint it. They redid the color here. So that way it wasn't so dark, you know, like they're in their remodeled journey. They just haven't quite finished her up yet. That seems fun. Let's put that over there. And then they can have their like hang up stuff right there. Okay, so I'm going to keep decorating. We'll see what I can get up to. I need to fix it. I'm also feeling, okay, sorry, before we do that, I feel like maybe they would paint these counters, right? Like what if they left the countertop because they haven't replaced it yet, but they're painting the bases at least, right? And maybe they painted their like fridge and stuff. Oops. So that it's like a brighter color and their goal is to like change out the tile, you know, but they just haven't gotten there yet. Whereas this one's like the original, a little bit more outdated. This person's just kind of like matching the vibes. Maybe that is their vibe, you know? Whereas this side is like, we're waiting to update. That's kind of what I'm feeling, right? I'm nervous. I only have 7,000 left. I'm nervous I won't be able to decorate it as much as I want to because I feel like that could be really cool. I think this has a lot of potential as a build. I'm not with this budget and the size that I made it. I think part of the issue is I made it too big, to be perfectly honest with you. I could have shortened this by a lot. It is a big house. There is no reason why these bedrooms need to be so large, but I've committed now and I'm not going to change it. So I think there's really good potential for this to be a fun build. It's just with the budget I have, it's not quite living up to my expectations, but we'll see at the end. Okay. I also have to do some landscaping and just, you know, making the place look a little better. Oh, and find a place for all these future cubes. We'll deal with that in a second. I'll be back. Let me show you where I'm at. So I did all the landscaping and everything, and I went nuts with debug on this one because I couldn't come up with another way to make the house look less empty without some debug. It still doesn't look great. All of the landscaping is debugged besides the rocks. I think they're like 4 simoleons each. We have 38 left, so we need to find a way to take up the 38, but the lot feels full, which is nice. I did add the tiniest little back patios with nothing on them, but that's because I almost forgot a trash can. So I had to come up with something, but random fun fact, I learned today that Get Famous came with 0 live edit trees and plants. So every single plant in Get Famous is from the base game, like outdoor landscaping kind of plant. All right, let's take a gander inside here. So in order to make this look better than before, this was empty. I added 2 back-to-back tables on both sides, 2 different ones, in order to make this look a little bit more like an island. These are actually debug stools, which is really fun because it gives the vibes that like the stools are for the kids when they go to help cook in the kitchen and it gives something to put on the floor. Some aprons in here. We also got a, whatever this is called, a range hood. One debug thing that came in handy a couple times now was this purse. This is Agnes Crumplebottom's purse, but you can place it as decor. And then I think it'll be up to you to find the 13 future cubes. You download it. Anyways, so then we move on to, right here. This is also important. So the plants from Jungle Adventure that you can get in like the actual indoor plant category also come in debug versions. So this is a $0 plant. That was helpful. Out here in the pool, I added a couple chairs, a table, don't look at that future cube, a towel, and then 2 over here just to give something in the indoor pool area. In here, we added a couple debug items. So the handprint is 0, and so is the marriage certificate, which I thought was nice to add to this room. And then in here, We added a microwave, we added a parenting board, once again, the purse, a little table, and then these come in debug. These are the grocery shopping bags from Cottage Living if you get a delivery, and then here's a Zoomers delivery bag. So I just kind of placed those on that table to kind of fill it up, showing that like maybe they just got groceries and they needed to weigh, make it look a little lived in. Another version of that plant that is $0. Also this, okay, this is a piece of driftwood from Cats and Dogs. I thought if I lifted it up and put it on the table, it kind of looked like a centerpiece. And so it gave a free version of something to put down there. I would debate putting it on this table, but if it causes any issues as far as like placing things on the table because of that, I wanted the driftwood to at least be on the coffee table because who knows, maybe that'll actually be a good trick and you won't have to worry about people placing plates all over it. Now, if we go upstairs is when it gets rough in here. So this rug from the Nifty Knitting Pack is $0 and it's in debug. So I placed that and then a little sofa. This is like the fabricated sofa that you can make. The kids' bedroom rearranged a little bit. I wanted to add a couple of activities. We do have this table and then this is $0 and this is like $5. They're both from Growing Together. And then this board, I believe, is the bulletin board that goes into the apartments of Eco Lifestyle, maybe. I'm not sure. This is free, so that they get that as decor. This kid is into scouts, and so they have that, and they also have a scout training book. This mural is from Cats and Dogs, but it's big and cheap, so that takes up some wall space. We got some crafts. The teenagers' room, this mural is also super cheap. So when I saw this, I was like, oh, that perfectly fits this whole wall. So what I can do instead is I repainted the room, which also saved me some money because I used more expensive paint prior. And I was able to add this huge mural. Maybe they're an artist, but I didn't have enough money for an easel. Anyways, on this side of the duplex, we have another one of those debug plants. We have those 2 chairs from Eco Lifestyle making another appearance, and then a little table here. This room is empty. I wanted to put a bed in there, but I don't really have money, like a spare room, if they have visitors. This is the infant's room, but the infant actually sleeps downstairs with the parents. And then this is the other kid's room, which has my fun mirror, which was completely unnecessary, but I wanted to do it. A toy box and a dollhouse. And then the 3rd floor is chaos. Okay, this is where debug really came in handy. So I know we talked about putting this up here. I wanted this to be like a slumber party with your siblings, hang out in the fort in the attic kind of vibes. But to fill up the rest of the space, I just added a bunch of debug items. So these chairs I think are 10 each. These are $0. This is also 10. These are all $0. So everything up here is $0 simoleons, okay? Mine's up Future Cube. This box, Eco Lifestyle, $0. These are all the boxes in debug from Cottage Living, $0. This is a symbols box from the symbols game, Growing Together, $0. This is the bath item that you put in the tub when you bathe your infants. Also $0, the little toy ring that they play with. The rug is $0. So I wanted to fill up this area, make it look like an attic space that they turned into like a fort hangout. And then on this side, same thing. It's all debug items. It's very empty. I only have 38 simoleons and I want to use that more wisely. These right here are the vases from Jungle Adventure. You can buy them in the sculptures for money, but they're also in debug. So that was a good debug find today. And then because these are huge giant windows, I added these 2 little pieces of curtain because otherwise you could just like see giant crates up there. Decals from the bathroom clutter kit are $5. I wonder if we could put one like in this bathroom since it's like a blue theme. Oh, this is cute. Let's put it above the toilet. Okay, and that's our whole budget. So that is exactly 89,834 simoleons. And let's take a look at our checklist right here. I'm looking at the screen over here. For you, it's this way, but it's fine. Build a duplex. Got it. Way bigger than it needed to be, but it's a duplex. Must have 3 floors. Got it. With livable space on 3 different floors of the house. Sold. Build on a 50 by 40 size lot. Let's just verify. 50 by 40. Interesting. It says the lot value is only 60,000. but I set the budget at 89. Bizarre. Okay, 50 by 40. A family with one adult that lives in this room, 2 young adults live in this room, a teen, 3 kids, so 1, 2, and 3, and an infant, which has a room here but also sleeps down here. Sold. They love barbecuing and holidays. I didn't include anything for that. They're afraid of stairs and fires. Got it. Must have their 13 future cubes. Budget is 89. Okay, we got to find a way to add barbecues and holidays. I like the way that things are looking at the moment. This TV is unnecessary. That TV is 1,000. Oh, no wonder. You can have this one. Like, sorry, but that's what you get. Same with this TV. This is going. This is for 1,000 simoleons. Hell no. You can have this one again. Okay? 2,000 left? Holy crap, now we're rolling in it. Let's put barbecuing maybe out on this patio. We can grab, I mean, we could get like the fancy ones now. They love barbecuing, so they should probably have a fancy one, right? But they're afraid of fires, so let's get another one of these, you know? Just in case. They're very afraid of fire. This ending to this video has been way more difficult than I thought it was going to be. I thought we were going to have this done, and then I realized the holiday thing, you know, really threw me for a bit of a loop here. Okay, well, on that note, this is our 89,834 simoleon duplex 3-floor house that houses 8 Sims. And they're obsessed with barbecuing and holidays. They don't like staircases or fire, and they also have an indoor pool. So if for any reason you want to download this, I will be uploading it to my gallery. I don't see why you would want it, but you never know. Maybe you're into this weird duplex and you want to renovate it. I think it could be fun for gameplay, but this lot is just unrealistic. It's huge. I know I used a ton of packs, and we can talk about the bedrooms and the bathrooms in a second. My one challenge for you, find the future cubes. There's 13. Go find them. Okay, and I do have all 13 because I put them down first and then I took them from the driveway and put them all inside the house when I wasn't recording. So yeah, there's a lot of packs. I didn't shy away because, you know, I'm just trying to get what I need to get done. It's a bit aggressive, it's a bit empty, but we did it, and that's all that matters. And speaking of, I'm gonna save. So if you like this video, feel free to like and subscribe for more videos on this channel. A lot of my videos have been me trying to catch up with the fact that all of my live streams have not been uploaded yet, and I need to get them up so that you guys can catch up on things you've potentially missed. Speaking of, I do stream on Twitch 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday at 8:30 PM EST. So if you do want to check that out, we are playing the 100 Baby Challenge and doing some builds and, you know, all sorts of stuff, kind of a little bit of variety, but mostly Sims. The link will be in my bio if you would like to check that out. If not, maybe I'll see you the next time I make a video. Who's to say? They're not consistent. No one knows what I'm going to do it next. It's all fun and games. Okay, on that note, I'm leaving you. Love you all so much. Have a great rest of your day, week, month, or year. Bye.